Howdy pilots, this is P with BananaHobby.com. Welcome to Banana Hobby Flight Reviews. We are going to review the FMS BlitzRCworks 1400mm J-3 Cub today. This Cub, the wingspan is just over 55 inches. I believe it's 55.1 inches. And this is probably one of the most scale Cubs I've seen that comes in this type of a ready to fly to receiver ready format. Build time is very, very low. Everything pretty much screws down together here. And with this review, we're just gonna really quickly talk about some of the attributes and then get right into the flight here. We're bringing you an old school type of a review, including the radio system, and I'll talk about that in a little bit here. You can opt to get this ready to fly, or you can get it as a receiver ready and use your own transmitter receiver and LiPo battery as well. The ESC in here is a 35 amp brushless ESC powered by a 900 kV brushless outrunner, and the suggested battery is a 3-cell 1800 lithium polymer pack here, and I believe there's plenty of space in there for a 2200, and I know a lot of us just have 2200 size batteries all over the place, so that's going to be perfect as well. For today's review, we are going to fly it on the stock FMS BlitzRCworks 2200 batteries that I've had lying around. And a couple of key things here that's really cool: scale pilot, full EPO foam construction. And what's really nice about this is, I want to show the camera real quick here, the landing gears have springs on it, and it actually works. It actually swivels around the springs, so that is really, really cool here. And just, smooth landings and smooth ground handling too. Really, really extremely scale, I'm sorry. Carbon wing rod. You have your scale wing struts and everything. And a tip here, Cubs have, like, people don't like about Cubs are the ground handling. In the air, they fly like really, really smooth, and they're just a very, very scale and just a fun flying aircraft. A couple of things with the ground handling: when you go to take off on the Cub, make sure you stay on the rudder, your rudder stick. When that tail comes off the ground, you got to stay on that rudder stick, get on the throttle, and then give it whatever rudder direction. Usually it's right rudder to keep it going straight, but that's just a tip for y'all. When you go to throttle up, it's going to do what's called ground loops. It's going to spin around on you, so make sure you stay on the rudder. This is on your basic 4-channel radio, so you have ailerons, elevators, rudder, and throttle. And what's cool today is bringing you back to the retro days of old school. We are actually flying it on my old school Spectrum DX6. This is the radio that started all radios in the Spectrum industry. And this is a classic of a radio, and this is like my DX6 it's like in new condition, and I'm very proud of it because these are gone. These are like prehistoric. There's actually one of these in the AMA museum over in Muncie, Indiana, showing the evolution of technology going from 72 megahertz to PCM, and then ultimately now we are at Spectrum 2.4 gigahertz. So with this review, we're using the DX6, and we're going to give you a retro review of a beautiful scale FMS BlitzRCworks Cub available at Banana Hobby. We're going to do some fun scale Cub flying here. Let's go to the runway. was that for a classic Cub review. This Cub flies, my goodness, so nice. We have some pretty stout crosswind there, so on that landing you can see me slip it. That's what we call a slip landing. You kind of use the rudder to slow down the aircraft, also to guide the nose, and then I just bring it down with the one-wheel touchdown on a slip landing there. You know, I grew up with these Piper Cubs. When I was flying these things, they were all wood built-ups. And you know, now we have it in EPO foam where it'll take you probably less than a couple of hours, you know, on your kitchen table, and you got a beautiful 51-inch flying Cub that's super scaled. The performance is really nice. We did some inverted flying, a couple of snap rolls in there, some slip flybys. She tracks and she flies like a J-3 Cub. And again, J-3 Cubs have been around for a real long time and a big part of my life, and one of my favorite aircrafts. Thank you for joining me for this flight review. My name is Pete. Be sure to come to bananahobby.com. Check out these beautiful models that so impressive nowadays. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, check out YouTube for all the new videos to come, and let us know what you would like to see in the videos. And you know, again, this is a retro review. We've gone back to the good old days of Pete reviews, and I appreciate all of your support out there. And with that, I think we're gonna call it a wrap here and go and just put this Cub on the workbench because she is beautiful. We'll see you next time with a different flight review. Take care.